Morning, YouTube. So, y'all see this, right? I'm going back to the shop today. I got a check engine light on. With Freightliners, you can go in and see. If you look at the display right there, they kind of have like a diagnostic menu feature. It gives you the reason why the engine light's on. Now I got 2 active faults. I only had 1 before. That's interesting. I wonder, see, this is a different. I need to call the shop again because I gave them the other code. This is not the same code that I had before. My admission system is throwing codes now. Let me write this down. They told me to write them down because that's what happened the last time, is that they cleared and they didn't get them. So we're going to be prepared because I can't keep going to the shop. No sir, no sir. And that's the first one. It's 201. There's the second one. Y'all see, that's a different code. Same SPN, but the FMI is different. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I'm going to call them with that one too. I guess something is wrong with the emissions. It's like the after treatment system. Because what these trucks do, they take DEF, or what's called diesel exhaust fluid. Older trucks didn't used to do this, but now they call them after treatment systems. So basically, before the exhaust is pushed out the exhaust pipe, obviously, it does almost like an osmosis and diffusion process and pulls certain molecules out to make the exhaust less harmful to the environment. That's really the purpose of DEF, is what it does. It acts on the exhaust to take certain molecules out to be less harmful. So all in all, for the environment, it's a good thing. For some of us, it's not such a good thing because they have a lot of problems with it as a new technology. Y'all see, I didn't have no air pressure. It's just coming up now. But I had to, when I did my pre-trip this morning, I always bleed all my tanks. You're supposed to do it at the end of the day every day. Bleed all your tanks out. You might get all the water out, but you don't want water in your line. So make sure you guys are doing that if you're not. And when you do come out here, make sure you start doing it, even if other people don't. That includes the trailer lines. Sam wants, he's like, hey, good morning. We're still partially dressed. You see the sun's just coming up, and I've got 544 miles to go. So we'll get there around, that says 3 o'clock. I'm going to say about around 3:30, because I'm going to have to take a 30-minute break. Because this drive is like an 8.5 hour drive. If you remember correctly, I told you guys that you can't drive longer than 8 hours without taking a 30-minute break. So pretty much what I'm going to do is, I do my 3-hour load check, and then probably drive an additional hour or 2, and then take a 30-minute break, have some lunch, do another load check, and then take it into Salt Lake City. So that's pretty much my thinking right now. As far as fuel, I got 3/4. I'm not gonna make it all. Well, actually, I will make it all the way. I can make 544 miles on that, but because that's about, I figure each tick mark is about 250 miles until I get about over here. Because for some reason, when it gets over here, I don't like it being in the red. Like that's not comfortable because the fuel light comes on. But if you see this amount, like that's probably a good 100 miles. But I'm not one to test such theory. I don't want to run out of fuel on the side of the road. So now we have, let's see, we have a best fuel route option macro that kind of helps us with fuel prices. We'll find the best fuel. I'm gonna do a video on kind of how I find my fuel prices. I use a combination of this, and then we also have an app. So I'm not going to release our fuel prices. I ain't trying to make people upset because we don't pay that much. I pay like 25 cents per gallon. I wish I did. That would be great. Absolutely great. That's pretty much what we do. We send a macro 27, and it gives us our best fuel options. But y'all see out here, this is where we're at right now. We're about to get the trucking. So it's getting even brighter. I gotta get out of here. We're gonna drive with the sun to our back. I hate driving west late because the sun's always setting. But driving west early is great because you don't have no sun ahead of you. So, I'll see, we got check engine lights on again. We're going to be at the shop. This load's due in the morning. Actually, the appointment's at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. But I already talked to my dispatcher, let him know, hey, I'm going to be there first thing in the morning Monday. So he said, that should be fine. Go ahead and take it in. Didn't see any reason why we can't get it early. So we're going to go ahead and do that. But being that I'm going to be there, pretty much this afternoon, I've already talked to the Salt Lake City shop and got an appointment. Shouldn't take long. This, the shop's right down the road from my drop-off. So, the great thing about that, I'm going to Salt Lake City. We got a terminal in Salt Lake City. You guys are going to get to see the terminal. I've never even seen the terminal. So, we'll be kind of touring that together. I'm going to get that going Sunday. But, you guys have a good morning. I'm going to go ahead and get this video uploaded. And start trucking. Like, subscribe, and share. That wasn't even English. Share. What is that? It's too early. Like, subscribe, and share the videos.